My dear girl, if someone keeps breaking your heart and calling it love, it's not your fault for breaking. It's their fault for using their hands when they should have used words. There was a young woman I once knew. Her name was Sarah. She was the kind of woman who loved with her whole soul. She laughed with her eyes, gave more than she had, and believed in fixing things, not throwing them away. She married a man named Tom. At first, he was sweet, said all the right things, bought her flowers, held her hand in front of everyone. He even cried once when he told her he loved her. But slowly, things changed. The flowers stopped. The hand-holding turned into silent treatment. The first time he raised his voice, he apologized and said it was stress. The first time he shoved her, he cried harder than she did. Promised therapy, promised change. Sarah forgave him. Then it happened again and again. The bruises weren't always on her skin. Sometimes they were on her spirit. When he made her feel stupid for speaking, when he twisted her kindness into weakness, when he convinced her that she was the reason he got angry. She started believing it was her fault, that if she just stayed quiet, just loved harder, just prayed harder, maybe he'd go back to the man he used to be. But the man he used to be was never real. That version was bait. The real one showed up when he knew she wouldn't leave. One day, after a particularly cruel night, she came to me. Her eyes didn't cry anymore, they just looked tired. She said, "Grandpa, I don't even know who I am anymore." And I told her, "You're still in there. Under the fear, under the guilt, under the lies. You're still there. And you're not weak for staying. You're strong for surviving. But strength also means knowing when to walk away." It took her another year, but she did it. She packed what little she had and left. Not with rage, not with revenge, just with enough self-respect to finally say, "No more." And you know what happened? She started to heal. Not overnight, not without tears. But she found herself again, in the silence that didn't hurt, in the peace that didn't walk on eggshells, in the love she gave to herself. She once said to me, years later, "I used to think leaving made me a failure, but staying was killing me slowly. Leaving saved my life." So if this is you, my dear, you are not broken. You are not to blame. You are not responsible for someone else's cruelty. You are worthy of a life where you are safe, loved, respected, and free. May God give you the strength to leave what hurts, the clarity to see your worth, and the healing to rebuild yourself from the inside out. Amen. Grandpa Wisdom. If you found a little truth, comfort, or strength in this story, and you'd like to hear more about life, love, and the lessons that time teaches, then kindly like the video and subscribe to the channel. I've got plenty more stories to share from the heart of experience. Grandpa Wisdom.